there, you know he's going to be calling a game that is going to try to keep Team USA off balance. First pitch, fastball in, then away. Moving it around is going to be the key for success, because you cannot make mistakes over the middle of the plate, obviously, with these superstars that USA has.
On a 1-1 pitch, Anthony watches it spin away. Anthony's home run in the semifinal came against a left-handed pitcher, Alex Cora, and Red Sox fans are sitting there saying, I like it. I like what I see. The 2-1 pitch is down and away, and ball 3. This is something that they saw over his few months in the big leagues last year in his debut. He's not just big and strong and athletic. He's got an advanced approach that has him slotted into the leadoff spot going into opening day for the Red Sox.
With Nolan McLean, you'll see a lot of spin. What does the approach have to be from your hitters?
Well, we talk about him like in the first outing that he had. He used a lot the four seam. We're expecting exactly what he's doing, like sinkers and off his speed.
Dumps a base hit into right field to start this third.
Expecting from him that like sinker go east and west. So while we don't let the ball travel, if we want to look for the sinkers ahead in the count, if he's not let it travel, it's going to be a ball. Usually, most of the times, if he wants to throw a strike the sinker, he start away and comes back in.
Last night you were concerned with the early signs for your starter, Kader Martero. What do you see tonight from Eddie Rodriguez?
Eduardo so far is good. You know, he's pounding the zone, attacking all their hitters. You know, like, I mean, if he continue to do that, we have a very good chance to get to our bullpen and then, like, manufacture some runs and win this game.
Thanks so much, Omar.
Thank you.
And what a beautiful thing for Team Venezuela. Their captain, Salvador Perez, leading off this inning with a base hit. Perez had been 0 for his last 9, did not play in the semifinal, had gone back and forth with William Contreras. And when Omar Lopez told him that he was not going to play the semifinal, he said, hey, trust me, we're going to get to the championship, and you're going to be in there, you're going to bring it home for us. And he said, hey, this is probably going to be the last game you play in the World Baseball Classic. Salvador, 35 years old. Chances are this is going to be it for him. He said what a way it would be to wrap up your 4th and perhaps final World Baseball Classic and get a championship. He's at first, and Jackson Churrio's at the plate. Churrio's down quickly on 3 pitches. McLean gets him. That breaker's just moving a mile.
He's got, look, to throw a pitch like that, you have to throw across your body and use your legs. That creates that friction and spin. And that tight spin is what's hard to pick up. I know people at home will say, why can a guy swing at a pitch like that? Because he doesn't recognize the spin coming out of his hand.
You're not throwing first pitch fastball again here, are you?
I would. I know. I like the challenge that he did the first time. He did it again, but that's inside. That's the right place.
Tell you what, he is feeling froggy. Nolan McLean. Last year in his 8 starts for the Mets, he touched 98 one time. That's the 7th pitch tonight already. 98 plus. And 97 right there. Caught the inside corner to even it up on Acuna. Ronald Acuna Jr. singled to open this game. Homered against Yamamoto in the quarterfinal to open the game. Swings and misses in a sweeper, and it's 1-2. 5-1 and a ERA a little over 2 for McLean in that debut for New York. Still maintains his rookie status, by the way, and so the front runner going into the year for National League Rookie of the Year right here. Fires a 1-2. Nothing to change there. They drafted him, it was just fastball breaking ball, but now 6 different pitches from McLean. All of them grade out above average.
The guy at the plate, a lot of things he does grades out above average. It's a good matchup when you're facing a premier right-handed hitter in Ronald Acuna.
8 years in the major leagues, the MVP a couple years back, has worked the count full.
That's where he doesn't like it. So once you establish that inside, fastball in, you throw the breaking ball away, get him to buckle maybe a little bit.
It's tied with a fastball. Acuna takes the walk. Venezuela's got him at first and second. Up comes Michael Garcia, who had the go-ahead hit in that 7th inning rally last night and is hitting above 400 in this tournament. An all-star last year for the Kansas City Royals. Not a name that even a lot of baseball fans are yet familiar with, but I think that's going to change pretty quickly.
Big time going to change. This guy, electric bat, understands the game, plays it like a veteran.
3 years in Kansas City. First 2 years he was a below-average hitter. So much so that he wasn't even in the opening day order for Kansas City last year. By the end of it, an all-star with a new contract to show for it. Playing ahead of him 1-2.
Team Venezuela's put on the pressure so far. They've had a runner in every inning, and that's that kind of stress and that kind of pitching will catch up to you. Having runners on and knowing you're trying to prevent them from scoring.
That's to the backstop. He overthrows the curve and the runners advance.
This. He just really tried to break this one. Didn't stay closed enough with his front side. Opened up and spun it away.
2-2. Garcia drives him on the left center field. Bucks him in the run. Will get there. But one pitch after the wild pitch, Venezuela strikes first. Sacrifice fly Michael Garcia to score Salvador Perez.
Well, the byproduct of runners on second and third might have cost this breaking ball to be higher than he wanted to. You want to bounce this ball, but he had already thrown a wild pitch, and this one is right down the middle and up, and that's the easiest pitch to hit a fly ball to score that run. So one thing leads to the other, and the stress of second and third and just throwing a wild pitch certainly had to play on that hanger.
Strike one on Luis Arraez. So for the second consecutive game, Michael Garcia gives Venezuela the lead. 0-2.
You're really doing something if you can strike this guy out. He just does not swing and miss very often. A lot of people may not like the average exit velocity that he has in an era where we're so consumed with a guy hitting a ball at 125 miles an hour. But the difference is the guy that hits at 125 miles an hour is going to strike out 150 more times than he is.
I'll take the dude that strikes out once every 30 at-bats. The lowest strikeout rate since Tony Gwynn. Arraez
pulls Miami here with Team USA manager Mark DeRosa. Mark, Venezuela takes the lead that last inning. How long do you stay with Nolan McLean?
Yeah, I mean, he's in mid-30s right now, pitch count-wise. He's got command of everything. Ronald hit a ball hard in the first, couple balls, but catching some eyes right there, and then the pass ball hurt us right there. I think he's fine.
What is making Eduardo Rodriguez such a challenge for your hitters?
He's got different variations of the heater. Little two-seam, little cut inside, little four-seam. He's been on this big stage before. He knows how to manipulate the baseball.
Finally, how aggressively do you plan to use your bench tonight?
I mean, all hands on deck, Ed. I mean, this is it. We're playing for a championship, so if the moment's there, we'll pop it.
Mark, thanks a lot. Joe, back to you.
Will Smith will lead off this inning. This is one of the difficult decisions for Mark DeRosa, or at least a decision that he had to make. Who is going to catch the championship? With Cal Raleigh still searching for his first hit, Will Smith looking comfortable. Goes for the Dodger catcher. A little more than 4 months ago, in a winner-take-all game, had the game-winning home run. 11th inning of Game 7. Skies this one down the left field line into the triangle out there. Who will it be? Brady with the call. The catch. So Rodriguez has retired the first 7, and we have seen this, John, way more through the 2 weeks in this tournament than anybody fathomed, and that is U.S.'s offense going quiet. They've only scored in 1 of their last 14 innings.
Yeah, it's been amazing, and